it's not just the prosperity gospel we see on TV. It strikes me that what you're talking about here is we need a lot more discernment on Sunday wherever we go to church. Don't you think there's a prosperity gospel light out there in a lot of evangelical churches that isn't health and wealth, but it's certainly happiness, and if you're not completely satisfied, simply return the unused portion for a full refund. Have your best life now. Here's how. Follow these 8 tips. Here's how to have a happy marriage. Here's how to have a happy life. Here's how you should date. Here's how you should manage your money. And if that's the diet, rather than Christ being preached from Genesis to Revelation, it's not a Christian church, right? Even if it isn't kind of a gross form of prosperity preaching.
Yeah, I don't want to be in a church like that because it's not giving me a balanced diet, so to speak. You think of all the different pictures you just gave us. You've got one outcome, spiritual heart disease. If you're eating fast food or one food group all the time, you're going to be malnourished spiritually. And so if it's always the good news and comfort, you're going to end up not growing in your faith. And so I would challenge, if you're listening to this, let me just be really honest with you. You probably believe the prosperity gospel. And you're driving or wherever you're listening to this thinking, I'm crazy. You don't at all believe the prosperity gospel, but you do, because you and I both know, and we all know, because we've all had these thoughts come into our mind. When things are going well for you financially, what do we all say? God is so good. Mm-hmm. Wow, we just bought our first house. God is so good. We just had a baby. God is so good. The reality is his nature is always good. He's unchanging. He's good even when you get the cancer diagnosis and you lose the house. Well, let's go even further. When everything's going well for me, wow, God must be pleased with me. Anybody ever think that? When I'm obeying, when I'm going to church, when I'm doing all the right things, when I'm nailing it in parenting and everything's going well, God must be really, really happy with me. Mm-hmm. That is the prosperity gospel light. Mm-hmm. You've put the Coke back in the fridge.
The other side is actually where I'm more prone to the negative side. If things aren't working out, I say, why me?
Well, that's it. There.
And then well, it must be something that I've done, or he's just not being faithful in this area of my life. Mm-hmm. I mean, that is a default setting of hearts that don't want to be prosperity gospel oriented.
And it makes sense why the prosperity gospel is so popular, because it's our sort of natural default setting, as you said.
It does. It hits the core human need of when things are going wrong, oh God, where are you? What did I do wrong? And then when things are going right, oh God, thank you, I must be doing all the right things.
It's karma. It's basically, It's not a Christian idea at all. It's just karma.